Welcome to another illuminating episode of the Marketing Science Lab podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sophie. Today we're diving into a spicy topic that's been setting social media ablaze: brand teasing. Buckle up, folks, because this research is about to flip your engagement strategy on its head.
You've got that right. We're unpacking a fascinating study from the Journal of Consumer Research that explores how brands can build stronger relationships by, wait for it, making fun of their consumers.
Hold up. Making fun of consumers? That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Are we talking about brands turning into mean girls?
Not quite. It's more nuanced than that. The study introduces the concept of prosocial teasing, a kind of playful ribbing that actually strengthens the bond between brands and consumers.
Ooh, like that friend who always pokes fun at your coffee addiction, but still brings you your favorite espresso.
Exactly. The research shows that when done right, this kind of teasing can lead to higher levels of brand anthropomorphism. That's fancy talk for consumers seeing the brand as more human-like.
So we're not just selling products anymore, we're creating brand besties. I love it. But come on, there's got to be a catch. What happens when brands cross the line?
That's where it gets interesting. The study distinguishes between prosocial teasing and antisocial teasing. While prosocial teasing boosts engagement and self-brand connection, antisocial teasing can backfire spectacularly.
Yikes. So it's like the difference between a friendly nudge and a mean shove. How can brands tell where that line is?
Great question. The researchers found that the key lies in the balance between playfulness and provocation. Prosocial teases are more playful than provoking, while antisocial teases tip the scales towards provocation.
Got it. So a brand like Wendy's tweeting, "Our burgers are so good, you'll forget how to spell vegetarian is prosocial." But if they tweeted, "Eat our burgers or you're a loser," that's crossing into antisocial territory?
Precisely. The study actually looked at Wendy's tweets during their National Roast Day campaign. They found that the more teasing a tweet was, the more engagement it received. We're talking likes, retweets, and replies.
That's wild. But wait, doesn't this go against everything we've been taught about being nice to customers?
It does seem counterintuitive, doesn't it? But here's where the science gets really fascinating. The researchers discovered that teasing, being a uniquely human behavior, triggers what's called the affectance motivation in consumers.
Affectance motivation sounds like a spell from Harry Potter.
Close. It's actually a psychological concept. When brands tease, it's unexpected and unpredictable. This motivates consumers to try to understand, connect with the brand, leading to higher levels of anthropomorphism.
So by teasing, brands are basically saying, "Hey, I'm human too."
Exactly. But here's the kicker, it only works if the teasing activates a positive human schema. If it triggers a negative schema, like thinking the brand is a bully, it can actually decrease self-brand connection.
Fascinating. So it's not just about being funny, it's about being the right kind of funny. Any examples of brands nailing this?
The study mentions Postmates and Ryanair as brands successfully using teasing in their campaigns. But it's not just for edgy brands. Even more traditional companies can use light teasing to create a more approachable image.
I can see it now. IBM, our servers are smarter than your honor student. Too much?
Maybe dial back a notch. The key is to keep it playful and relatable. The study suggests teasing about common consumer behaviors or mild flaws, nothing too personal or sensitive.
Got it. So what's the big takeaway for our marketing mavens out there? How can they start incorporating teasing into their strategies?
Great question. First, know your audience. What might be a playful tease for one demographic could be offensive to another. Second, start small and test the waters. Maybe try some light teasing in social media responses and gauge the reaction.
Oh, like a brand responding to a customer's post about struggling with Monday mornings with something like, "Sounds like someone needs our extra strength coffee. Don't worry, we won't tell your boss that is the real reason why you are late."
That's a great example. It's relatable, playful, and doesn't cross any concerning lines. The study also emphasizes the importance of including plenty of play markers, elements that signal the teasing is all in good fun.
So emojis, exaggerated language, that kind of thing?
Exactly. And don't forget to monitor a response closely. The researchers found that antisocial teases, while still anthropomorphic, don't improve self-brand connection compared to regular humorous content.
All right, I'm sold. But I have to ask, does this work for every brand? Can we expect to see teasing from, I don't know, funeral homes anytime soon?
Probably not the best idea for funeral homes. The study does note that brand personality plays a role. Brands that already have a playful or irreverent image will have an easier time pulling this off authentically.
Makes sense. So, for our listeners out there, what's the first step in dipping their toes into the teasing pool?
I'd recommend starting with a thorough analysis of your brand voice and audience. Then brainstorm some light, playful teases that align with your brand personality. Test them out in low-stakes environments like responses to social media comments before incorporating them into larger campaigns.
And always run it by multiple people to check for potential offense, right?
Absolutely. The line between prosocial and antisocial teasing can be thin, and it's always better to err on the side of caution.
Well, folks, there you have it. The science of brand teasing, straight from the Marketing Science Lab. Who knew making fun of your customers could be a legitimate strategy? Just remember, keep it light, keep it fun, and for the love of all things holy, don't go full Regina George on your audience.
Regina who? Anyways, marketing friends, this is all about creating that human connection. When done right, teasing can make your brand feel like a clever, witty friend rather than a faceless corporation.
Absolutely. It's about building relationships, not just pushing products. So are you ready to spice up your marketing game with some strategic teasing?
Just remember to keep it prosocial, keep it authentic, and always put your audience first.
And on that note, it's time to wrap up another episode of the Marketing Science Lab podcast. Until next time, keep it clever, keep it kind, and may your engagement rates always be on the rise.